Hello everybody, welcome back to another Space Marine 2 video. The community update is out and I've given it a quick read before I've started this video. I'm a bit disappointed, but they go in depth into the siege mode, which I'm pretty interested in, but the cosmetic side of it and other things feels like it's a bit lackluster this time. But yeah, anyway, before I start ranting, let's just get into it and see what they have to say in this community update. So, greetings Space Marines, let's review what happened in May, what's coming next. So obviously they're starting off with the teaser trailer that I've covered in a previous video. I tried to do a little bit of an in-depth look to see what they've got going on there. And you know, so they're going to go into here what it actually is. It's taking place on Kadaku, which it looks to be the fort from the mission where you find the Hierophant, which is pretty interesting. You can play with 2 friends or 2 bots. You fight waves of chaos and Tyranids. Not sure if that would be mixed, maybe. Difficulty will increase for each wave defeated. Your class, weapon progress is shared between operations and siege mode, which is pretty good for those who want to have a bit of fun and they've got all their class leveled up and their weapons maxed out. Siege mode isn't DLC; it's a free update, which is actually really good news for all those who don't want to pay for a DLC. You get a free horde mode, which is usually horde modes are pretty fun. So let's see what it actually has. How it works. So it says here, so on the June the 4th, which is next week, it's going to be on the public test server. I'm going to make a video on it and a bit of gameplay for you guys. You don't have to watch it if you don't want it ruined. But it says here, you will earn points for each completed wave. Points are distributed among each player, e.g. if a wave grants you 600 points and there's 3 of you, each person will get 200. So that's interesting. As you can see here, there's all the different things that you can get with said points. You can get reinforcements of each class, which is interesting. Obviously you can get Astra Militarum too. I don't know if they'd be very helpful, because they usually get absolutely butchered by the most simplest Tyranids. And you also get the Dreadnought support as well, which is pretty interesting too. So spend your points at a requisition terminal to buy equipment or reinforcements such as Cadians and Marines, as I just explained there. Can summon 1 AI Space Marine at a time. Choose a class without restrictions. That's interesting. So will they just spawn as uncustomized Marines, which is, was hoping we'd get some sort of bot customization so the bots can also look kind of cool like they do in the Astartes mod, but sadly I don't think that's the case. The strongest and most expensive being the Dreadnought, which joins the battlefield to help you for 3 minutes. Is that it? Buy equipment and reinforcements to make the fight easier or less unbearable. Every 5 waves you'll take the elevator to change sectors, and therefore the field of battle completing each sector will grant you more rewards. Okay, so it's not just one area. So you beat 5 waves, you go up a lift, you do another 5 waves. That's pretty interesting. I wonder how many arenas they've got set up. So this is a nice little screenshot they've got there of a assault, a tactical, and a vanguard with the Terminator. Yeah, so patch 8.0 siege update. First taste of the new content via PTS, June 4th, as it just said. Just shows there. So this is the customization, which is probably the disappointing part of this update. So the White Scars get everything. They get all the successor chapters, the Dark Hunters, it's Solar Hawks, Storm Reapers, Mantis Warriors, Destroyers, Marauders, Stormlords and Rampagers. They also get skins for the Oculus Bolt Rifle, the Stalker Bolt Rifle, and the Combat Knife, which is all shown here. So you get the curved blade and the white weapons, which is pretty cool. I'd say that's pretty fitting for the white scars, and I think it looks pretty cool, does the cosmetics. However, this is the bit that's really disappointed me, is the Blood Angels cosmetic pack. They only get, what, 3 pieces for the pack, and I really hope they're not expecting to charge the same amount as the White Scars pack, because you're missing 3 weapons, unless it says down here, can't reveal more at the moment, unless they're planning to release a new weapon / new melee weapon to go with the Blood Angels pack. Hopefully it's not locked behind DLC, that'd kind of suck, but I'm really disappointed in Saber that they've not well, given us weapons, but obviously they said here we can't reveal more. So fingers crossed we get a new weapon, a new gun, a new melee weapon perhaps, maybe even a power axe, that'd be cool. But yeah, I'm pretty I mean, the cosmetics look awesome, you know, the chalice with the wings and the blood. Obviously you get the sanguine blood in the wings, and you get the Oculus helmet with the obviously the blood drop. It looks cool, but I'm just a bit disappointed that it doesn't look better. You know, I'm really appreciative of the cosmetics, because as I said, I am a big Blood Angels fan. But I'm just disappointed that I didn't get weapons to boot with these badass pseudo vampires. But yeah, does it say which it says here? So we get Atlantean spears, blood dragons, flesh eaters, blood scythes, lamenters. A lot of people will be happy about the lamenters. Angels penitent, angel sanguine, and the flesh tearers. So, you know, it's a pretty good selection of successor chapters. Like I said, I'm just disappointed with the lack of weapon skins in this pack. Sneak peek, many sneak peeks are coming with June and July community updates. We'll talk about the update that comes after 8.0, what we are planning to do after the 1-year anniversary, and more. Stay tuned. So they've got a fan art contest, and well, a word from Focus. Okay. We wanted to acknowledge the fact that quality of life bugs matter too, such as typos, clipping, props, and of the armor, etc. And we want to fix them, but right now major content updates, promises in our roadmap are taking up a significant portion of our time. That means some of the small fixes will take longer to roll out. Okay. I mean, I understand the loading screens and stuff like that. It's a bit frustrating when you want to play with your friends and you get kicked out, or the game just doesn't load the mission. I've been playing with my friend once or twice, and we've just stood there next to the ship, ready to go, and the square isn't on the floor that you've got to stand in to launch the mission. So we've both had to reset our games and, you know, do it all again. It's pretty frustrating, is that sense of, you know, these little bugs that keep happening. At the top of our priority list right now is improving the connectivity issues that arose after 7.0. We're mainly talking about the infinite joining server loops and such issues preventing players from joining sessions. We've made some improvements with 7.1 and 7.2, but we'll keep working on it for the 8.0 update. Thank you for your patience and understanding as we continue to improve the game. Your support and feedback help guide our work. So yeah, and another thing like this guy says here, where's the PvP content? I swear they promised us PvP for this next update, a new game mode I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I do remember them saying down the line that we're getting a new PvP mode, maybe 2. Again, that's a bit disappointing for the PvP side of things and the whole PvP side, that community in the game. They're currently stuck with 4 maps, and it's just not great. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys, and yeah, if you want to keep up to date on everything Space Marine 2, please do subscribe. And you know, if you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike, and let me know in the comments what you think of this community update. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.